Hey everybody, it's John from 8 Worlds, and this is my review of The Fall for the Nintendo Wii U. The Fall is the first in a new episodic series from Over the Moon. It perfectly demonstrates the idea of video games as a storytelling medium. It toys with the idea of free will, of choice, and of life itself as it takes you through a journey of discovery and growth as a robot. In The Fall, you take on the role of an ARID unit, or ARID, an artificial intelligence living within the suit of military armor. ARID's purpose is to protect the human inside the suit should something happen that prevents the user, or pilot, from protecting himself. ARID is restricted, however, by a set of 3 laws that she must always obey. 2 of these laws are essentially taken from Asimov's original 3 laws of robotics: protect humans and obey humans. The 3rd law differs, however, from the classic 3: don't lie. On top of that, ARID is allowed to take control of the suit's various functions only in the case that not doing so would directly endanger the pilot's life. The question ARID then must face is, can she put her pilot's life in danger if doing so grants her the means to save his life? And in that case, is he even in danger in the first place? Outside of ARID's internal conflicts is a dark world of fierce logic that has caused the facility ARID finds herself in to fall into chaos.
Evaluation failed. Unit unable to demonstrate valid primary function. Initializing neural format.
No.
That will kill my pilot.
While often referred to as Metroidvanian, The Fall draws much more heavily from 90s point-and-click adventures, though its dark, mysterious tone does draw to mind some of the best Metroid games. At the start of the game, you are equipped with only a flashlight, which in many cases is the only real source of light in the environment. You control the flashlight's direction with the right stick. Whenever the flashlight highlights a point of interest, you will be given more information on whatever the light is focused on. If you hold down the R button, a menu will appear, allowing you to interact with the focus point in various ways or use any of the items in your inventory. Piecing together the mystery of the facility in which you find yourself via visual clues and notes hidden throughout the dark rooms is an absolute joy, and really draws you into the game's fantastic story. While 95% of the time the flashlight makes for a great way of exploring and interacting with the environment, it does occasionally produce what I'm going to call gameplay artifacts. Yeah, I just made up that phrase. A gameplay artifact is what occurs when a perfectly good mechanic creates an odd blemish elsewhere in gameplay. Kinda like a light artifact in a picture. Get it? No? Never mind. Anyway, there are certain points in the game in which being forced to use the flashlight takes you out of the game. For example, there are often situations in which ARID needs to push a button to activate a machine or open a door. These buttons are in easy-to-reach places, and players can walk right up to them. The problem is that when standing directly in front of the interaction point, your flashlight won't see it. So you have to turn around, walk away, turn back around, shine your flashlight on the button, hold down R, select the default interact button, at which point ARID will walk back to the button and push it. Why not just have tapping the R button perform the default action for things like buttons? It's not a big deal and the game still functions just fine, but the fact that the mechanic is forced on you in a spot where it doesn't need to be reminds you that you're playing a game, and it draws you out of the story. On the bright side, combat is surprisingly fun and functional, considering that this game seems much more focused on puzzles. Once you obtain a gun, you can freely switch between the gun and your flashlight as you explore the environment and fight enemies. The game also features an impressively robust cover system, which is not something one usually finds in a 2D side-scrolling adventure game. When I booted this game up, I wasn't expecting it to feature full voice acting. Not only that, but it's good. Really good.
Human? Oh, that's swell of you, but no, I can't believe it. Someone to interface with!
Every single actor turns in a convincing, powerful, and sometimes creepy performance.
Administrator, desist immediately. Oh no.
Consorting to release a deviant machine from the facility is an infraction. Desist immediately.
Deviant?
The voice of Arid is particularly good as the actress rides the line between computer and living thing.
I have directly violated operating parameters by placing my pilot in mortal danger. Logging recommendation for ARID termination upon return to dock. Operating parameters were not violated. Infraction enabled access to systems that safeguard pilot. Search parameters maintained. Find immediate medical aid.
Beyond the dialogue, the game features an eerie, atmospheric soundtrack that conveys the ever-growing sense that whatever happened in this facility was bad. Like, scary bad. Remember when you were a kid laying in your bed at night trying to sleep, but you convinced yourself that all the shadows on the walls were monsters? You couldn't tell what was just a flat shadow and what was a solid figure looming in the corner of your room? That's the Fall's art style. A creepy blend of 2D and 3D that causes the dark shapes at the edges of the screen to stalk toward you mysteriously before finally revealing their true form in the light of your flashlight. The animation of Arid adds to the creepy vibe. Your character may look like a human, but the robotic and unfeeling movements remind you that the figure you see is but a puppet of an AI. While it's not a very long experience, The Fall is easily among the best science fiction stories ever told in a video game. While its gameplay has a couple rough patches and some general instability may lead to some visual hiccups, its presentation is unmatched by anything else currently available in the eShop. I'm giving The Fall a 9 out of 10. A great performance by its cast lead to this being a thrilling journey that should be experienced by anyone who owns a Wii U. Anyway, thanks for watching. For more, make sure to subscribe to this channel and then head over to aworldsnews.com where we have all sort of exciting content for you to check out, including news, reviews, and editorials. See you next time.